Let's be honest for a second. We all know that feeling. The alarm goes off, the sun is up, but your brain just is not. You reach for your glasses, squinting to bring the room into focus. You try to plan your day, but it feels like you are wading through thick mental mud. We tell ourselves it is just aging. We accept that forgetting a name or struggling with night vision is simply the price of getting older. But what if I told you that most of what we call senior decline is not just about getting old? It is about a critical failure in your body's nightly maintenance schedule. Here is the fascinating biological truth that nobody talks about. While you are dreaming, your brain and your eyes are actually working harder than when you are awake. Neuroscience shows us that during deep sleep, your brain cells literally shrink by up to 60% to open up hidden channels. It is a massive high-pressure wash cycle designed to flush out the toxic waste like beta-amyloid plaques that built up during the day. If this night shift crew does not show up, that waste stays. It hardens. And that is exactly when the memory fades and the vision blurs. You do not need complicated solutions to start fighting back. You simply need to give the cleaning crew the right fuel before you close your eyes. Today I am going to show you 4 specific power foods that act as the raw materials for this nightly repair system. You have likely walked past them in the grocery store 1,000 times. You might even have them in your fridge right now. But here is the dangerous trap. You are probably ruining them. Most people make a simple kitchen mistake, boiling away or destroying the very compounds that protect your memory, turning powerful medicine into nothing but dead fiber. So, put the kettle on and listen closely. We are going to fix your dinner routine, correct those cooking mistakes, and turn your sleep into the ultimate anti-aging weapon. The first food on our list is broccoli. Now wait. Do not click away. I can almost hear you sighing through the screen asking, really? Broccoli? I have heard this 1,000 times. Tell me something I do not know. I get it. It is the cliché of health advice. But give me 30 seconds because I am not here to tell you to eat your greens. I am here to tell you that you have been scammed. For years you have likely been buying this vegetable, cooking it and eating it, only to get zero benefit. What? Because of a fatal mistake in the kitchen. Here is the science no one mentions. Broccoli contains a compound called glucoraphanin, but it is useless on its own. It needs a specific enzyme to turn into sulforaphane, the master cleaner that scrubs toxins from your brain. But here is the tragedy. Heat kills that enzyme. If you have been boiling your broccoli until it is soft or roasting it until it is charred, you have killed the magic. You are essentially eating expensive dead fiber. You are doing the work but getting none of the reward. So how do we fix it? 2 simple steps to cheat the system. First, steam it lightly, just 3 to 4 minutes. Second, and this is the secret weapon, add a pinch of mustard seed powder after cooking. Mustard seeds are packed with that live enzyme. It acts like a spark plug, reigniting the chemical reaction in your stomach. This one tiny tweak makes the broccoli 4 times more potent for your memory. Now that is worth eating. Now that we have stopped wasting our time with dead food, let us move to something that protects your vision. Next up, carrots. I know. You are thinking, my mom told me this when I was 5. Eat carrots for your eyes. It sounds like an old wives' tale, right? Something to make kids eat their veggies. But here is why you need to listen again. This is not just about needing glasses. It is about brain fog. The same nutrient in carrots, beta-carotene, that helps you see in the dark is also a primary defender of your hippocampus. That is the part of your brain that decides where you put your keys and what your neighbor's name is. When your eyes struggle to process light, your brain has to work overtime, leading to cognitive fatigue. But here is the trap. I see so many seniors snacking on raw baby carrots, thinking they are being healthy. Stop doing that. You are basically flushing money down the toilet. Raw carrots have tough cellular walls that your aging digestive system simply cannot break down. If you eat them raw, you absorb maybe 3% of the good stuff. The rest? Gone. The fix? You have to cook them. Steaming or roasting breaks those walls. And here is the non-negotiable rule. You must eat them with fat. Drizzle them with olive oil. Why? Because vitamin A is fat-soluble. If you eat a carrot without fat, your body cannot grab the vitamin. So please, no more dry raw carrots. Roast them with a little oil, unlock the medicine inside, and let your brain feast. So look at where we are. We have activated the repair crew with broccoli, and we have turned on the night lights with carrots. But we have hit a wall. None of these nutrients can protect your memory if they cannot get to the brain. Imagine having the best medicine in the world, but the delivery truck is stuck in traffic. That is exactly what happens to your bloodstream after age 60. The pipes get narrow. The flow slows down. The nutrients get stuck. The next vegetable solves exactly that problem. It clears the traffic. Now, we need to talk about the third vegetable. And I am going to be real with you. You probably hate this one. It is beets. I can feel the resistance already. You are thinking it tastes like dirt or it is too much sugar. But before you decide to skip this part, let me ask you a serious question. How are your hands? Are they cold? Do you get dizzy when you stand up too fast? That is not just old age. That is your brain starving for oxygen. As we age, blood flow to the brain drops by about 15 to 20%. That means your brain is getting less oxygen exactly when it needs it most, during deep sleep repair. Beets are the single best natural source of nitrates. Your body turns these into nitric oxide, a gas that blasts your blood vessels wide open. It is like turning a garden hose from a trickle into a fire hose. It forces oxygen into the tiny capillaries of your eyes and the deep centers of your brain. But here is the mistake that makes them useless. Most people boil beets in a pot of water. Stop doing that. When you boil them, the nitrates leak out into the water and you pour the medicine down the drain. You are left with a red, sugary lump that does nothing for your circulation. The fix? You must roast them or steam them whole with the skin on. And for those worried about the sugar, you do not need a bucket of them. Just half a cup, roasted, is enough to open those arteries. If you have kidney stones, talk to your doctor first, but for everyone else? This is the difference between a brain that gasps for air and a brain that breathes freely while you sleep. We have fueled the cells, cleared the fog, and opened the blood flow. But there is one final piece of the puzzle. The wiring. Finally, let us look at asparagus. Most people treat this as a fancy, expensive garnish for a steak dinner. Or they avoid it because, well, let us be honest, it makes your urine smell funny. But I want you to look at your hands again. Do you ever feel a slight tremor? Do you drop things more often than you used to? Or maybe it just takes you a split second longer to react when driving. That is your nervous system losing its insulation. Think of your nerves like electrical wires. They are wrapped in a protective coating called the myelin sheath. When that coating wears down, the signals misfire. You get shaky. You get slow. Asparagus is one of the rare foods that supports glutathione production and is packed with folate. These are the workers that repair that wire insulation. But here is the trap. Because asparagus can be tough, people tend to overcook it until it is gray and limp. If you do that, you have destroyed the folate, also known as vitamin B9. It is extremely heat sensitive. Overcooked asparagus is just expensive string. The fix? Treat it with respect. Steam it for just 3 minutes until it is bright green, or sear it quickly in a pan. And unlike the other foods, timing matters here. Eat this at dinner. Glutathione is your liver's best friend during the night shift. Give your body the tools to repair those frayed wires so you can wake up with steady hands and a sharp mind. Now stop for a second. Take a breath. I know what is happening in your mind right now. You are looking at this list and thinking, do I have to eat all 4 of these every single night? I'm not a rabbit. Absolutely not. If you try to force-feed yourself a mountain of vegetables every night, you will quit in 3 days. And consistency is the only thing that matters here. The secret is not volume, it is rhythm. So, let us bring this all together into a lazy man's plan that you can actually stick to. Here is the strategy one use, and it works because it is simple. Do not mix them all. Pick 2. Pair them up based on flavor. Monday and Wednesday. Do the sweet and earthy combo. Roast the beets and carrots together. The sweetness of the beets balances the carrots perfectly. Tuesday and Thursday. Do the green clean. Steam your broccoli and asparagus. Friday. Treat yourself to whatever you want. You are not on a diet. You are on a maintenance schedule. Just 4 nights a week is enough to keep the levels of these compounds high in your blood. But there is one final warning. You can eat all the right foods, but if you are dehydrated, nothing moves. Your brain is 73% water. The glymphatic system, that night cleaning crew we talked about, needs fluid to wash away the toxins. If you go to bed dehydrated, the trash stays in the brain. So, alongside your dinner, have 1 glass of water. Not right before bed. We do not want you waking up for the bathroom, but with your meal. Let me leave you with this thought. We are often told that getting older means giving up. Giving up your keys, giving up your memories, giving up your independence. I do not accept that. And since you are still watching this, neither do you. Your body is not a machine that is destined to break down. It is a biological miracle that is constantly trying to repair itself. It just needs you to stop blocking it with bad cooking habits and start giving it the right tools. If you are ready to take control of your health and refuse to fade away, click that subscribe button right now. Do not do it just for the algorithm. Do it as a promise to yourself that from today, you are prioritizing a sharper mind and a stronger body. Welcome to the Silver Heart community. Now, I want to hear from you. Which of these kitchen mistakes have you been making? Have you been boiling your broccoli to death? Or crunching on raw carrots? Confess in the comments below. I read every single one and I love learning from your stories. And finally, a quick reminder from an old friend. I am a passionate researcher, not a doctor. I share the science of food, but your body is unique. These vegetables are powerful, but they do not replace your medication. Always have a chat with your doctor before making big changes to your diet, especially if you have specific conditions like kidney stones or are on blood thinners. Stay safe, stay smart. I am Silver Heart Habits. Sleep well tonight and let your dinner do the healing.